known throughout the design world. And tell us about this Ombre patent, what it means, what the process is all about, your inspiration, and so on.
Oh well, Ombre is something I have always loved. In the beginning, even in, from fine arts, beautiful work, watercolor that had that ombre effect. And also I love ombre as a subject because it's so dreamlike and flowing and feeling of openness, spatial. And I first did ombre on textiles, which a lot of people are familiar with, they've seen that before. But I wanted to translate it into furniture. And I could just see it in my head, creating this ombre watercolor effect on beautiful exotic veneers. And that's essentially how it started. And when you talk about patents, yes, I have over 150 patents, but they're design patents. Though we haven't really gotten an official patent yet, we have gotten a provisional patent for the process. That, to me, outweighs all of my 150 design patents, to me, because that's a step that I've created something, a process that has never before been done on furniture. And that's what would thrill me to absolute no end, to have this process be patented. And, I did a lot of study on this because I never want to do anything that somebody else has done. I would be totally humiliated if ever anyone said, oh, but I've seen that before. That would be horrors to me. So I researched everything. I have really quite a library, particularly on Art Deco, but on the history of furniture. And yes, we saw beautiful parchments done in the 30s, and we saw wonderful eggshell crackle lacquers done then, and different techniques in lacquer, but never an ombre finish on a wood veneer like you see this table, or this table here, where we go from light to dark on one piece of furniture. And, I love it. I think it's beautiful, and I'm okay with that. I hope people understand it, and I know that very often it's difficult for people to accept something new because they haven't seen it enough around, and they want to be sure that it's a viable object to have. But I think it's going to really work because it's no different than when painted furniture became so popular, because they didn't have to deal with one wood against another wood. If they had a wood table, they could have painted chairs. Well, I think the same thing will happen with ombre. It really doesn't compete with anything. It's like having just a beautiful object that has color. And actually, I almost think that maybe people will have just maybe this one table in a room, and it looked like a piece of art, because actually that's the way it is created. They're really, they're all done by hand, and really with loving care, and I think it's kind of special.